How's it going, my friends? This is Ionacus, and today we're doing a review for a couple Marvel Legends. Doing two in this video today because, well, they fit. A few weeks ago, me and my good friend 8bit underscore collectibles, we hit the local GameStop. I don't think it was a GameStop we normally hit. But we went there and everything that was on clearance was an additional 50% off. So I ended up picking up quite a few figures from there that I passed over or just I haven't seen. I was like, oh, I'll grab this one. Two of them were Marvel Retro Wave Fantastic Four Psycho Man and High Evolutionary. Now, I paid less than $10 each for these guys. I just never got around to picking them up. Never really saw them in stores. So, definitely had to pick them up. I had, this is a retro packaging. I had both of these figures when I was starting off buying my own action figures when I was younger. Had my own job. Had a little bit of disposable income. I came out right down the street. Toys R Us was right down the street. KB Toys was at the mall right down the street. So I bought a lot of action figures. Of course, when I started selling action figures, my Marvel collection was one of the first group of action figures that went into sell, slimming down the collection, as most collectors do that at some point in time or another. So let's take a look. Got the animated Fantastic Four logo, the animated likenesses on there. Got Psycho Man here with the animated look to him here. And on the back, we got the bio, the cross-sell, legal bullshit. Now, this wave of the actual Fantastic Four characters, Mr. Fantastic, the Bane, Invisible Woman, Human Torch, I didn't pick them up. I already have two different sets of the Fantastic Four. I have the Walgreens ones, and I have the one Fantastic Four wave, so I didn't need a third group of the Fantastic Four. Here we have the High Evolutionary. It's a bubble, bio, cross-sell, legal bullshit. So let's go ahead and get these guys out of their packaging and check them out. And welcome to Ionacus Toy Reviews. So first we have the High Evolutionary, and yeah, this looks, the comic likeness for him is dead on. The maroon and the silver on the little buttons or whatever on his tunic and armor. The mohawked helmet, silver on top, good head sculpt, stern looking. This is a guy who has fought like almost everybody in the Marvel Universe, in the 616. Everybody from Adam Warlock to the Hulk to the Avengers. Hell, there was even a mid to late 80s, I want to say, crossover And they used to do in the annuals, different storylines throughout the whole, would go throughout the whole Marvel Universe. Evolutionary War was one of them. If you want to upgrade the human race by any means necessary. And he was thwarted on several occasions. He won on several others. It all fell down to a ragtag group of Avengers assembled by Steve Rogers, who was going by the Captain at that time. And more recently, I think the last time I remember him being in the comics was fighting the Uncanny Avengers. So it was a group of, I want to say it was Rogue, Quicksilver, Scarlet Witch, Sabretooth. Maybe Deadpool, and I don't remember. I know it was, I think Rogue and Wonder Man were combined together at the time. She had his powers and his voice in her head. But that was several years ago. I don't remember the particulars. I don't remember liking that storyline. This is right after Axis. And for some reason they were changing things to try to get Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch away from the X-Men storyline and being Magneto's children, because that's how the movies were, and they didn't want to confuse everybody. But I'm getting off track here. It's not a bad figure, but it's not really a good figure either. No accessories. That's the only accessories he comes with is an alternate punching hand and open hand like that. That's it. I mean, his head can go 360. He can look up. He can look down. You can do a T-pose. I hate how this arm is just super tight. I'm afraid I'm going to break it, really. Arm can go 360 all the way around. Does get hampered by the shoulder guards here. It's got a swivel at the upper forearm. Seamless double jointed elbows. Gives a really good bend there. No glove. No mid forearm cut right there. Hands can rotate and go back and forth. He's got a rocker there. Legs can go back that far. Can only go that far back. Can super kick pretty good. Rotation in the upper thigh. Seamless joints in the knees. Gives a nice bend like that. He's got a boot cut and all types of foot movement there in the feet. So he's not bad. It's just very tight joints. Which isn't a bad thing, but lack of accessories. I'm glad I didn't pay much more than about $10 for this guy, because anything higher than that I don't think would be really worth it. I give him a 7.5 out of 10. I'll be right back to do the next figure, Psycho Man. And so here we have Psycho Man, who is another villain who's Fantastic Four-centric, but has fought other heroes, the Micronauts, when they were in the MC, the 616 versions anyway. Spider-Man, maybe a few others, X-Men characters, I think about Cable. Excuse me, at one time. But Psycho Man was responsible for the Invisible Woman becoming the hate-filled Malice on numerous occasions. This figure, his head can rotate 360, but I'm not going to force it. He can do a T-pose. Arms can go 360. Got an upper arm swivel. Again, pinless elbow joints. And a rocker and rotation in the hands. Feels like he's got a ball joint of some sort in the middle chest. Legs can go up very far, can't go back very far, can't kick very high. Got a upper thigh swivel there. Double jointed seamless knees, but can't go up very far because of the coils around the legs. And he's got all types of movement in the feet. This figure is very chunky. It feels chunky, very stiff. And the details on him is good. He looks like Psycho Man, who looks like this whenever he's in the microverse, and even when he's in the main universe on Earth, which he's tried to attack several times. In the microverse, he's gigantic, but in the real world, he's about the same size as any normal human person. Accessory wise, he doesn't come with much. He just comes with the emotion control box, which he cannot even hold. And how is he supposed to hold this? Can't plug on anywhere. You can't hold it. So this is almost useless. Despite looking good, the chunkiness of them, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but poor accessories, not being able to hold the accessories in his hand, only accessory comes in his hand. Again, another 7.5. If I wasn't gonna pay about $10 for him, I would never have been picking him up. Both no, I'm just gonna switch this over and we'll continue on in just a moment. As I said, both High Evolutionary and Psycho Man 7.5s. Paying about $10 each for these guys is just about what I'd probably pay for them. I wouldn't suggest anybody else paying much more than that. But that's just my personal opinion. If you get them at a cheaper price than the $29.99 or whatever they were, $27.99, the normal retail price. Let's see here. I don't know. I think the normal price at GameStop was about the normal price at GameStop was probably like $22.99, something like that. I got lucky and paid less than half of that. As I said, if I would have paid any more, if I would have got, they would have been any more than $10, I probably would not have bought them. Very disappointed in them. They're all right. They'll look good on a villain shelf. They'll look good on a Fantastic Four shelf. Just because they are good comic iterations of both characters. But I just think they were just poorly executed. The Fantastic Four wave was, I think, poorly marketed. It was the third time we got each one of the characters, repaints of figures that we've already had. You can still find Ben Grimm's and Invisible Woman's and the other Fantastic Fours at some Walmarts and Targets on clearance sections. Like I said, I haven't seen them too much here in Michigan, in my stomping grounds, but I'm getting off track again. What's going on with me today? Anyway, overall, I can give them a 7 altogether, 7.5 each. Sorely disappointed, but wasn't really expecting too much out of them. So, basically, if you like these guys, like this video, give me a thumbs up down below. Like, share, subscribe, whack the bell for notifications. Let me know in the comments what you think of these figures. If they're good, if you thought they were good, you think they were horrible. Never seen them in retail, whatever. Let me know in the comments down below. And just remember to keep hitting those toy aisles. I'll see you guys next time. Later.